I want to read this and make sure I get it absolutely right. Our next presenter, I'm sorry to the rest of you, this is the one that I've been waiting for all day. Gabriela Kennedy is 7 years old. Let me say that again. Gabriela Kennedy is 7 years old. The youngest presenter that PK Dayton has had. And she attends second grade at Holy Angel School. She lives in South Park Historic District with her parents and her younger sister, Rosie. Gabby likes art, reading, acting, and swimming, and she loves Shakespeare. I mean, how incredible is that? Her grandmother spent a year teaching her Spanish for the trip of a lifetime, and she's going to tell you all about it now. I'm so excited. Gabby, come get him.
Hola, mi nombre es Gabriela Kennedy. Fui a Cuba con mi abuelita. My name is Gabriela Kennedy. I went to Cuba with my Grammy. Not many people get to go to Cuba. We went with a group from Harmony Creek Church in Kettering, Ohio, to strengthen a partnership with the church in Cuba. This is the story of our trip. In January, we left the freezing cold of Ohio and arrived in warm tropical Havana, Cuba. It was very different from my home in Dayton, Ohio. As you can see, the cars and transportation were very different from what I used to here in Ohio. There were some cars, but they were very old. There were a lot of scooters. Oh, here we go. There were a lot of scooters, bicycles, and even horses. The plants and trees were also very different. One of the homes that we visited had banana and lime trees right in their yard. We also saw lots of different animals. One of my favorite animals to watch were the pigeons in the town square that would sit on people's arms. The houses were painted bright colors. We spent a lot of time on the outdoor patios. The only part I didn't like was the ants that would bite my feet when I wore flip-flops. We ate most meals outside on the patio with our new friends. I got to try a lot of new foods and drinks. I ate a lot of beans and rice, shredded pork, and chicken, and tropical fruit. My favorite Cuban meal was plantains and pineapple juice. No, I do not. One of my favorite parts of the trip was playing with one of the boys from the Cuban church, Gustavito. My new friend and I had fun doing artwork, playing hide and seek, and beating the adults at Uno. Gustavito gave me a Cuban doll as a gift. Instead of opening presents on Christmas, Cubans celebrate the Fiesta de los Reyes Magos on Epiphany Sunday. We gave the local children gifts of small toys and school supplies that we brought from Ohio. I also got to see many interesting sights in Cuba, like these street performers dressed in colorful costumes. One of the performers on stilts even did a flip for us. We spent some time in the country one day of our travels. When we stopped for lunch along the road, a woman invited us to see her tobacco drying barn and chickens on her farm. The barn was made of thatched palm leaves. I took pictures of it for my daddy. Another day, I got to sit on the back of a water buffalo while my new friend Gustavit rode on an ox. It was scary, but also really, really fun. At Pinar del Rio, we saw a huge rock wall mural of prehistoric animals painted by a Cuban artist. I had fun climbing on the smaller rocks with Gustavito. One of my favorite sites was the Fortaleza de la Cabana Fort. I liked watching the cannon ceremony at night and had fun marching like soldiers with my friend Gustavito. There are very few big shopping malls in Cuba. We saw many small stands selling homemade arts and crafts. I bought a basket made of coconut leaves to bring home for my mommy. The Cuban people are very poor, but they are also very generous. On the final night of our stay, our host had a party for us with food, music, and dancing. They played traditional Cuban guitar music for us. A professional dance instructor taught us how to dance the merengue. Yeah. Last one. On the last day, I gave my friend Gustavito friendship bracelets to remember me. I had a great trip and learned that people around the world are a lot like us. Hope that everyone gets a chance to visit Cuba. And thanks for listening. Adios and peace out.